So from January 2nd to March 5, how much have you lost?
51 pounds, 1 pound. And
51.
actually, then I had, yeah. And a few weeks in, I had a cheat weekend and I felt awful. And I got to thinking very hard about my daughter. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I don't need this. Like, I had already got over the sugar cravings. So it was a mental game. And
Mm.
then I decided, I don't need these cheat meals like that. And I haven't cheated since. And I feel amazing eating steak all day. I'll be honest, I've had some people to be worried that the typical answer is, well, what about your cholesterol? What about this? What about that? Well, I'm like, well, what about if I stay 500 pounds? If I stay the weight that I was, somebody's going to be toting my casket, and it's not going to be a light casket. And so I have got to get this weight off. And if this is the way that will help me do it, and from the research that I've done, that I'm going to be perfectly fine doing it, hey, I'm all for it. Let's go.
Or have you ever had people kind of saying, "Oh, just have one Twinkie. It's not going to hurt you. That's okay."
Yes, I've had people do that, even in my own family. I'm not mentioning any names, but I've had people that, as it goes on, they kind of are starting to realize, like, hey, he's serious about this. And even whenever we put this in his face, he turns it down. Like yesterday, I smoked turkeys and sausage, and I made homemade mac and cheese with a white cheddar. And in the past, I would devour it. But yesterday, I looked at it and I smoked it and I cooked it, but I didn't touch it once. I didn't even take one bite of it. So I was very proud about that.
So you're 2 months in. When you had that mac and cheese in front of you, right? And it is something that you've eaten a lot in the past. Were you kind of looking at it like that looks awesome? I really would like to, but I'm not going to, or did you just kind of feel nothing?
I just looked at it like that's one of the things that has been destroying my health for years.
Mm.
Like, used to, I looked at it with cravings, but now I'm starting to just look at it like I feel like my eyes are being opened, and my eyes are opened. I'm just like, and even whenever I go into a grocery store, when I see all the candy on all the aisles and I see all the different box cereal and other things, I just know that it's just pure sugar. It's poison.
Mm.
It's poison. And I want to make this change so that my daughter, when she's older, she don't have to struggle with the things that I have. But I would say to those people, if they're thinking about starting, what do you have to lose? Just give it at least a month. Give it 1 month of your life and just see what happens. And if it doesn't work, then you can try something else. But most people, if they try it a month, they're like, "Hey, I'm staying." I don't see many people that are carnivore for a while that just decide, "Oh, I don't want to do this anymore." I plan on using my YouTube channel to help people to learn that, hey, you can do carnivore and still cook amazing barbecue, like without all the sugar and things of that nature. So that's kind of how it got started at my YouTube channel. But it goes back to my daughter. Like, I really want to be able to dance at her wedding and help her fix a flat tire on her car and just play with her.